This is REABASIC. Basically what I've done is I've taken the EA module and put it into BASIC. Now, this is the previous package was on how to GPL. I had done this, but this package right here is the finished package. I think I fixed all the errors that you may run into. If you run into errors, let me know and I'll fix them. This is a listing. I've included some stuff here that does not work. I tried to put AMS support in, and the SM support is still here. You'll see at the bottom that it's listed as SAMS is the file at the bottom, and SINIT is the file that loads this and starts the whole thing. It uses SBasic, but it doesn't load the SAMS because it can't get it to work. No matter what I tried, it would not talk to the AMS card. It's using the same exact routines as RxB, so you got me on what the problem is. I included a README file so you can use it. This is the listing for it where you would assemble the file. Say if you watch the rest of the GPL how-tos, you'll see how to assemble. SINIT is our assembly package program source code. OINIT is going to be the compressed object code list, the object code file we're going to load, and LINIT is going to be the list file. I tried as best I could to try to get the AMS support built into the module, but you got me on why it will not work. Okay, we're going to load the GPL loader. This is going to load the object file into Gram. If you have, if you've seen the previous movies, you see that how to do this. Basically, what I do is put in the file disk1 OINIT, and it'll load it. Alright, now this is just a demonstration of what the TI Basic will do. This poke video is what it is. It's built into the EA module. I just wrote a little routine here to mess around and show you what you could do with it. I wrote quite a few routines here just to show. All this one does is just go backwards 768 characters on the screen from bottom to top, and the other one goes from top to bottom in the same loop. And it's kind of cute you can do that in TI Basic. It's a little faster than some basic routines, but not much. Here's another routine. This one right here is called peek. All of these is just peek the video on the screen. It's counting on the screen from the first character, which is 0, all the way up to 767, because as you know, in assembly or GPL, you have to start with 0. So all it's doing is reading the characters across, and then it's adding a bias to them. That's why it says 128. It's adding 96 because anything you read off the screen has a bias built into it. Sometimes you have to subtract the bias from a character. I should have subtracted instead of adding it, because the problem here is it's adding 96 when it should be taking away 96, it looks like, because the character numbers are too high. It's just something I kicked out real quickly. The last thing is showing the character numbers that it's finding. So this right here is just call init with the call peek, and it reads the init, so it shows that init does work. It read it from the lower AK. This is called character pat. It's reading the character patterns, and it just prints them out. It shows you the number and the character pat it's reading. Now you will notice it starts with 30. I modified the code so the module only does it from 32 on up. I went from 30 to 159. That way you can, if you change the cursor in TI Basic, you actually have the ability to look at the pattern for it. Of course, you'll have to use a vpoke to change the characters because TI Basic doesn't allow you to change that. But you can use the poke video or well, in this case, you'd have to use poke video. There's no other way to change it. This is a listing of what you've got left on the disk. I'm going to include the package except for the README. You don't have it on the screen here. It doesn't show it. This is C-Save. I got this, it was sent to me by somebody online, one of the members, I don't remember who, sorry. Thanks anyway. It's from the MyArc Geneva, I guess. You save a module is what you do. So we're going to save the module. It's going to be disk1. I called it EA Basic, I think. Yeah, EA Basic is what I called it. Anyways, it's going to pop up, and what you're going to do here in a second. This is pretty much like the graham cracker or the Gramular or anybody else's save program. It's a little bit different. It's not something I've ever used before, so it's only the second time I've ever fired it up to look at it. I've never saved TI Basic before, so in the video here you can see that I'm a little confused about how to get rid of the ROMs. And down here at the bottom, if you read instructions, it says D, no ROM. So you push A for ROM 1, B for ROM 2, and C for ROM 1 and 2, and then of course D for no ROM, which is what I hadn't figured out yet. And finally I see a little instruction down there. Come on. I include the mistakes so you can see everybody makes mistakes. Oh, I read the instruction. There we go. And you want to make it a long GROM. You want to hit short or long. Anything that I do is going to be long. I don't do anything in short GROMs because short GROMs are worthless. It's basically just TI stuff, nothing else. You're restricted to 6K, which is silly because it's an 8K boundary anyway. All the chips are designed to go 8K. I made it 6K because TI didn't design any 8K chips, and they were too expensive at the time, so they used 6K for GROMs for that reason. It had nothing to do with the fact that they couldn't go 8K. It had everything to do with the fact that they couldn't afford it. It cost too much money. 8K chips are more expensive than 6K. So anyways, I've selected the basics 1 and 2 that I'm going to save. Saved it. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go show you the disk to see what's on it. And as you can see, it says it's got EA Basic and EA Basic 1. Those are the GROM files I created. You can do the same thing in this package, so I left you everything there. If anybody's got any ideas about what to do about the AMS support, let me know. I may down the line here try to figure out what I can write for a different assembly language program to do the same thing I was doing before. For the life of me, it should work. It's just using a branch link workspace pointer. It worked on Extended Basic. It worked in the EA module when I wrote that. It works fine for that. But it will not work for TI Basic. You got me on what's going on. So anyways, that's the package, guys. Have fun. We will talk to you later.